Alright guys, welcome back to another tutorial video, and in this one I'm going to show you how to install the DragonFire safety harness on the Talon. And it may be a little fast paced, so just please pause if you need to. And we're going to get straight into it. So you're going to need a 10, 15, and 16 millimeter socket, you're going to need an extender too, and you may need a flathead screwdriver or maybe a flathead screwdriver with a bent tip. And I didn't get this on video, but you're going to have to remove the driver's side seatbelt safety. And you must connect the wires together under the seat. And if you look under the fender on the driver's side, there's that plastic cover with little pins on it. You're going to want to take those pins off and take that plastic part off with it. And you can do that with your flathead screwdriver. And there's a bolt way back there holding that on there. You're going to want to get that off with your socket. Your extender may come in handy there. Then you'll take your socket wrench and crank on that bolt right there. You can see it from here surely. So from here you just want to take your socket wrench and take out all the in-cab seatbelt components. And you can see where that one is right there. And you'll also take off that bolt right there that holds the seatbelt latch on the driver's side. And you're going to see a spot where you took that cover off. The seatbelt's supposed to just come right through there like that. And that right there is what you just took out. So then you're going to hold up the harness like so. And then you're going to lay it face down into the seat, like so. Then you're going to bolt each side of the harness into the old seatbelt brackets. And you're going to see where those are here in just a second. You're going to take the bolt that held your old seatbelt bracket in and use that to tighten each side of the safety harness in the same spot your old seatbelt brackets were. So you can see that one right there, and you're going to tighten it with your socket wrench, as you can see there. And right there's the other side, you'll tighten your safety harness too. And as you can see, you're going to run the harness through the holes in the seat and run it under the bar that's right there. Then as you're going to see here, we're going to run it through the latches. And then you can adjust it to where it looks right. You can eyeball it at first. But once that's done, it should look something like that. Ours needs to be like adjusted a bunch, but we'll do that here in just a little bit. But that's an overall idea of what it needs to look like before you put your seat back on, which is what we're doing right now. And you can get in and experiment with it a few times, see if you need to loosen it up or tighten it a little bit. But we're pulling our straps a little bit, and you can push that in under the seat. But you know, you can unclip it like that and then get in, wrap it around each shoulder and clip it up again. You're going to see that right here. And with these harnesses, you want them tight but not too tight. We didn't have to adjust ours too much, just a little bit at first. And as I was saying earlier, with those loose straps, you can just push them in the seat like that. And right here is the finished product. Do not forget to put that cover back on under the fender and make sure you get them pins in there good. And don't forget to tighten up that bolt you had to take off earlier. And you'll take the seat off on the other side and undo that bolt right there that holds the seatbelt on. And some of them pins under the fender are really hard to get to. That's kind of where that little bent tip on a flathead screwdriver would come in handy. But just be sure to get those. And you'll have to take off a few pins that holds the fender whelp on. Not all of them, just a couple of them. And you can see some of the pins right there that we're taking off. It should just be those two right there. Once that's done, you should be able to move the whelp like that, where it's still on there, but, you know, it's a little bit loose so you can get up in there. And I know it's really hard to see, but you need to take out that bolt right there, where the seatbelt reel is. And as before, you'll take off that bolt that holds the top part of the seatbelt on. And that right there is why you needed to get under the fender, so you can just slide the whole seatbelt out. And that should be what's left after both sides. And here is the unboxing of our second safety harness that we're going to put in the passenger side. So before you put it in, you know, you just hold it up, kind of unclip it like that, and then run the straps through the latches. So as before, you're going to hold it up and lay it face down in the passenger side this time. And you're going to bolt each side of the safety harness into the spots where your old seatbelt brackets were, just like before. And you know, you'll get it in that spot and crank with your socket wrench. And yes, you're going to do it on that side too. And like before, you're going to run the straps through the seat and around the bar. And then you're going to run the straps through the latches on the harness. And then adjust it to fit. Remember, tight, but not too tight. And when that's done, you're going to put your seat back on, like so, and then experiment with it till it feels right. And as before, you'll take the strap that's hanging out and push it under the seat. And do not forget to put that cover back on under the fender. And before we close, I'm going to show you Doc getting in and strapping himself together. But right there is your finished product, and I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial video here. And please come back, because my goodness, the video is going to start rolling in here soon. And share our Talon content with everybody else, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.